In this episode of Transparency Agenda, I'm going to tell you why you're not an art director and your artwork basically sucks. And that's me being nice. Because really, it's worse than sucks. Hi, everybody. I'm LPJ Design, Louis Porter Jr. If this is your first time coming. So we're going to have a nice little discussion today. I've decided to talk about the topic that a lot of people always ask me about my artwork and stuff like that. So I just basically said, let me sit down and let me think about how can I talk to people about artwork and really get them to understand what they're doing wrong, because there's a lot of wrong artwork out there, and there's a lot of people who they really don't understand the process of art, don't understand how it applies with graphic design, don't understand how it should apply with the work they're doing. So they give you pieces of art that they will tell themselves, oh, it's beautiful, and it's really a piece of garbage. So there's so much garbage artwork and art design out there. It's ridiculous. It's really something that will upset you. I mean, especially me. Everybody knows. Everybody's seen my artwork. I like getting. I have a very certain style, a very comic book based, very specific look based, but it fits for the stuff I'm doing. I try to make sure that everything connects. The dots connect. Dot dot dot. What usually happens is that you get someone who really doesn't understand graphic design, and that's part of it too. Doesn't understand graphic design. Doesn't understand how the art should play with the text, how the art should look with the design, and they just put things up they like and they just slap it in there and go, that looks fantastic. And everybody says, oh, that's the greatest art in the world. It's garbage, and they know it. But they're not going to tell the guy that because you're a friend, and your friend's going to tell you, oh, of course, I love it. It's fantastic. It's actual horrible garbage. So just, first thing, look at your artwork. I mean, really, just look at your artwork. Is it garbage? Yeah, you know it's garbage. I mean, look, I'll pull something right now. This is a cover I did. This part black is a mistake, but no, the image for this thing, garbage. Garbage. I shouldn't have used it. Complete garbage. Don't feel bad for it. The image, the placement, what I put on, garbage. It shouldn't have been that. Should have been something else. So that is affect. I always said that affects your sales in ways you can't even imagine. Most people will pick things that I think are not the smart art choices, and usually because they don't understand how that should play into the graphic design part, and those are two separate parts. There are tons of people who are awesome art directors who get it, but they also have a very strong graphic design skill and training. If you look at, I guess, yeah, I'll say let's start with hold on, let me see if I can read some graphs real quick. Okay, we're gonna look at Paizo because that's what we talk about. We're talking about Paizo. The art direction on this one, it says Sonia Morris, but of course Sarah Robinson is the big dog, so she probably set the tone and the look for what you can expect to see. And for me, it's amazing when you see. That's a nice piece of art. It's when you see nice pieces of art, and when they fit in with the thing they're talking about. It's just a lot of people just think it's just slapdash, don't know where things put. And okay, I'll give a great example. See a lot of those artworks on the bottom. People cut out on the bottom. I'm from the school of thought that art floats to the top. And let me see if I can find a picture that I'm talking about. Okay, great example. Anytime you do a piece like this, it's a big square piece. This kind of art should always float to the top. Individual character pieces and stuff like that can float to the bottom. So it makes more sense. They're grounded. Oh, sorry, they're grounded. It's there. Let me find something else in here. And then the other side, the small piece of art fits in the middle. Because here's a little fact that they don't teach you anywhere else. Americans read in a Z formation. That means they read this. Oh, okay, you can't see it from there. This is going to be difficult. You read this. The Japanese read in the opposite. That's because that's how the language is set up and that's how it's built. But Americans always do that. So always put something interesting in the top. Ugh, this is going to drive me crazy. In the top corner. Oh, let me see this one. This is top corner. They cross over the middle. See what's in the middle? Cup, down. And smart art directors will know this stuff. You know, why is the guy in the corner there and not the other side? Because when the art stops, that's where your eye's going to stop. When you're done reading the page, that's where your eye's going to stop. It's a very, very simple trick. It's very, very easy. I've talked about this book. Right? It's in the bookshelf I can reach to. Ugh. Since I'm moving bookshelves over still, yeah, there it is. Yeah. Give you both of these books. These are both good books. I've talked about them in the past. Ugh. So we'll start with this one first. This is the classic. Boom. Buy this book on Amazon. Don't think about it. Don't debate about it. Buy this book on Amazon. I tell people, I've been involved in graphic design now for 22. Shut up, watch. Stupid watch. For 23 years. Yeah. Don't ask me questions. I'm doing this. So, and I'm self-taught. I'm 100% self-taught. I went to school for political science. I got into graphic design because I wanted to be a writer. Well, I wanted to be a writer. Then I found out how I was working for a magazine saying, oh, how'd you do this page? How'd you do that? And I got the graphic design bug. And I've gotten involved with it ever since. I love graphic design. I'm a big fan of it. I think if done well, it can amaze people and things they don't even notice. This book is a book I talk about constantly. I'll probably put this in the show notes so you can get a copy of this through Amazon. It's the Non-Designer's Design book. This is an old version. Let me see where this was from. It's written by Robin Williams. Yes, not the actor, another Robin Williams, but they'll know it from that. This one is, how old is this book? This is copyright 1994. And I know it's been updated since, so I'm not sure what version. This says it's 13th, like the 13th version of this book. 13th edition, really. And it's got tons of great stuff. I can't tell you enough why you need to pick up this book. This book is amazing. If you don't understand anything about art, or you think you understand about stuff about art, you don't, but you're an idiot. If you were any kind of brilliant guy, they'd be giving you tons of awards for it. If you're not, let's put it this way: the people who shouldn't be watching this video are people who are getting amazing awards for this. Hal Mangold, Hal Mangold, who does Green Ronin, tons of great stuff. Sarah with Paizo, tons of great stuff. The guys at Watson, tons of great stuff. If you have not won an award, pick this book up. Pick this book up. It's awesome. It's an awesome book. It just gives you great knowledge. Another book I'll give you, and this is even more. This is I say even more subtle. And I read this book several times because I became a big fan of typography later in my design life. I understood what the need for it. I understood how to make good design, but really, when I started doing logos and doing more things like this is the book that I bought. The Non-Designer's Type book, also by Robin Williams. This book is amazing. This book is so interesting. Typeface is a skill that if you know what you're doing, you can do amazing things. It also helps. This book helps out logo design. There's just a lot of great information. Don't fill the other one. Oh, see, this is what I hate. See, when you move your books from two places, you gotta find where you put it. There's another book I'd like to show you if I can find it really quick. I don't want to spend a lot of time with my back to you looking for it because my bookshelves are full of stuff, as you can see. Oh, I can't see off the top of my head. Oh, man. Oh my God. Hold on. All right. So there's great design books that I think that are important. You can still see me. That are important for you to read. I mean, look at my bookshelf. Look, got a whole bunch of stuff here I gotta read. Oh, this feels. No, this is not how I wanted this. Why is this more like this? Oh my God. All right, so I really want to find this. Find it quick. I don't see it, which upsets me. I'll give you out a frame in a second. I'll get this book. This is the book I want. This isn't the book I want to show you, but this is a book that I find incredibly useful. This book. If you've never seen it before, it's the DC Comics Coloring and Lettering Comics Guide. It's an awesome book. See, I wish I had the other one I was going to show you from Comic Craft. I think it's just as impressive. This book tells you about coloring for comic books, but I'm more interested in the part of the lettering. The lettering is a skill of lettering comic books. Now, it doesn't seem like that's big of a thing, but lettering also ties very much into logo design. So there's tons of great Just things if you don't understand, look. Once again, these two books together, hi-ya. These are two superpower books. These two books will make you a much better designer and make people look at your stuff and give you just a better understanding of what you're doing. Because generally, let me see if I can find some crappy. This is gonna be bad, but I'm not gonna lie. See some crappy design that I can actually see and go, ugh, nothing I'm like, well. All right, look. You look at people's stuff and you see the covers. Okay, I'm gonna be cruel, but it's gonna be useful. I gotta sacrifice this guy because he can help someone else in the future. There was a guy who put out a product, and I saw this, and I was just like, ugh, why did you even waste your time? There's a product at RPG Now called the Ronin, a prefab encounter. This was on the front page. It's written by Martin Rook, and he has no art guy connected, and I understand why. Most likely he put this together himself and said, oh, I don't need an art guy. I can do it myself. It's no big deal. Well, this cover is what's absolutely wrong. I mean, absolutely wrong with design. He's got one, two, I'll say three different fonts he's using. Three complete different fonts. He's got dark glows and drop shadows on stuff that he really doesn't need it. And he has stuff that needs drop shadows that doesn't have it on there. He only is using, well, technically he's using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 if you count white. 6 different colors on the cover, but I don't mean in a good way. I don't mean in a blended. And this is one of those things of looking at this cover, I'm looking at them go, oh, why did you do this? Why did you put this up there? And the logo is not very strong. And it's like, this is the part that happens a lot in the industry. And I don't want to diss this guy. I mean, he put together a product. I haven't read it, but I'm just telling you, visually, no, 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 no. And it's not a dig. I'm not trying to dig the guy and stuff like that. I'm just saying he didn't know. I'm assuming he didn't know how important graphic design was because he put together this. And if he'd known how much your products sell because it's great content. But let me just bluntly put it right out there. When people pick up the book and they look at the cover, that's what sells the book. If they don't know anything about you, they're going to look at the book and go, ooh, is that cool or is that not? You don't want people to go, and toss it away. I mean, there have been products I've seen, the covers are horrible, but the insides are great. They had a lot of information. But generally, people judge a book by its cover all the time. All the time. Every single time. It is without a doubt the thing that people do. And is it right? No. Is it correct? No. But it just happens. So you can start believing in the real world of, let me do some cool stuff, let me do some cool design, let me understand why this is cool, and compared to the crappy stuff that you might have been doing in the past. A long time ago, I don't remember how many years it's been a while, I always heard that when WotC put a dragon on the cover of their book, it sold more copies. Now, I also heard the same thing about DC Comics. When they put a monkey on the front of the cover, it sold more comics. Now, if you learn anything about comic books during the 50s, there's a lot of monkeys on a lot of DC Comics. And I was always wondering, like, why is that? And apparently that's why, because it helped the sales. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't care. But these facts are these facts. So take them as you are. So that's why you'll see a lot of dragons on people's covers for fantasy stuff. Because people know, oh, dragon, fantasy. There's automatic connections, and they go with it, and they understand it. But, I mean, this is about art. This is about art. And a little graphic design. But this is really about art. And if you don't understand what makes good art, here's a great piece of advice. And I'm going to say to everybody, you can use it. You can believe me or not. If people believe me, you're going to do well. If people don't, you can continue with your crappy art. Go to Pinterest. And if you're not a fan of Pinterest, you should become a fan of Pinterest. I am a Pinterest whore. I have said that before. People know that I'm a Pinterest whore. I love Pinterest. I think that Pinterest gets it. I mean, bam. Pinterest gets it 100%. It is a site for me. And I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna go to my Pinterest site. Oh my God. See, in the background, you can't really hear this, but Lucas is going crazy in the background laughing and having excitement. He just got a new sword from his grandmother that lights up, so he's very excited. There's a good chance he might run in with the sword and attack me. It's very possible. You know my house. Anything's possible. Anyway, back to Pinterest. So on my Pinterest page, people have been on, I guess you've been on my Pinterest page. You know, it's pinterest.com/LPJ007. That's me. So just like my email. So if you know my email, put it in the back, besides the Gmail, boom, you'll go to my pages. And you'll see a lot of stuff I've just collected. Because I know collecting good art makes you a better artist, because you can mix and match pieces, and you can grab things, and you can put together some really cool visuals. And it helps. It helps you a lot, even thinking. So I have like some major folders. Like I have a character design folder, action scenes and sequence folders. I have a monster folder. I have a comic book covers folder, comic book artist folder, weapons and equipment, maps and landscapes, symbols and icons, logo design, RPG covers. See, inspiring faces, just cool stuff. Grand Theft Exodus. That's my webcomic. Eventually, one day we're gonna do. We're gonna do you. It's gonna be awesome. Our valued customer website. That's some pretty funny jokes that I like. Cosplay. Lots of great stuff for cosplay. You can get some good ideas. What I tell you, see, I'm in my office, Lucas. I'm recording a video. I'm recording a video.
So you have to close the door?
Well, I have to close the door. I'm recording a video, and you're making noise out there.
Okay.
Thank you. That's my son. He's a good kid. Getting into shape. That one is there for me in theory. That one day I'll actually get in shape, and that's what I'll use. Airships, science fiction, and In the Mind of a Madman. Just some crazy stuff. It's business-related stuff. So, but the one that has, well, I guess the one that has the most pins in there is character design. I've got over 1,300 different character designs from all kinds of cool stuff that I just like to see. Yeah, just tons. Anything visual I like, I see a character design I like, I copy it, put it in there, save it for later. Same with the comic book covers. Oh, I see a cover I like, boom, it goes in there. I'm saving it for later. And there's some stuff that's just, I have new stuff, I have old stuff, I have, sometimes by artists, sometimes mismatched stuff. And first thing, look, if you don't know anything, about good art and good covers, go look at comic books. Let me tell you, comic book guys, especially artists, understand what sells a cover better than most people on the planet. Because number one, these guys release books every month, and yes, Lucas.
What did you want?
I didn't want anything. I'm talking in the video.
Oh yeah.
All right, there you go. That's my son. Thank you. So these guys release these covers on a regular basis, and you see awesome looking covers, and you see them every month. We're talking, Marvel's got like 80 different books. DC's got like 80 different books. 160 different covers every month to show something cool to help you to buy it on site. And there's tons of stuff you can look at. I tell people, go by my folder and just look at the covers. Look at some of the most awesome covers of stuff. And they'll make great templates for your covers. Because let's just be bluntly honest. You're not an art director. Most of you want to believe you're art director. Oh, I'm a good art. No, you're not. You suck. You know you suck. You don't want to admit it to yourself because it makes you feel like you're not a, this is a whole field of people and egos and everything's big. Look, you're a crappy art director. I've seen your covers. I've seen your art. I've seen how you manage your artists. You suck. Just accept it. Accept you suck, and then we can move on to bigger and better things. Lucas. What? I'm still shooting my video.
Okay.
Close the door.
Me?
Relax. Keep. Thank you. I would appreciate that. I love you. That's right. Jeez, take it easy at the door, kid. So, it's just, you suck. You suck. Just suck. So, let's look at stuff that doesn't suck, and let's understand why it doesn't suck. Just looking at the folder I have, there's roughly about 500 different covers you can take a look at. I've grabbed covers from all different stuff, all different things you can take from, and all different ideas. But I'm going to tell you, without a doubt, the most memorable and probably the most influential cover of comics in modern day. I'm not going to talk like 50s and 60s. I'm talking modern day, 70s and up. Probably the one that people probably know, have seen, love seeing, is repeatedly great. It's probably two covers, but I'm talking about the first one that's really the linchpin. It's Uncanny X-Men 141. It's John Byrne on probably the greatest cover ever. If you don't know what it is, go right now, check it out. You'll understand why this is a great cover. You've probably seen it many times. It is the epitome of what an awesome cover is. And what makes it best is like there's so much stuff going on in those pictures. The wanted poster in the back, the apprehended, slain, and just you got Wolverine in the front. There were Kitty Pryde. You're just like, what the hell is going on here? That's a cover. That's like a bam. That's a cover. That's how a cover should be. It should punch you in the face and make you go, what the hell? You gotta have a physical reaction. What? I want you to have, once you get the physical reaction from somebody, you got them. They're gonna pick it up. They're gonna be like, oh, I gotta see this. What is this? What's going on here? And you got them. And that cover, I mean, that cover 141 is the cover. The other one, 142, doesn't step the game up per se, but gives you a cover that you can't get out of your mind once you see it. And it's a real simple cover. It's pretty basic. It's, Storm is being held by a Sentinel, and Wolverine is getting. Actually, is it Storm being held by a Sentinel? I think she's being held by a Sentinel. I think so. 142. I know. I'm saying off the top of my head. I'm like, yeah, she's getting. Yeah, Storm's getting held like this in an awkward kind of position, and Wolverine's getting blasted by a Sentinel. And in the corner, which makes it, if you didn't know, this is what makes it great. It says, this issue, everybody dies. I don't care how you feel about books and design and stuff like that. This is what an awesome cover is. Yeah, Wolverine getting blasted to pieces by a Sentinel. You get this Storm in this really bad position. The Sentinel, brah. This issue, everybody dies. This issue, everybody dies. I wonder what's going to happen in this issue. Well, I'm guessing everybody dies. 141, wanted posters. What the? And we're talking, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 16 people in this wanted poster. On this wanted poster, 1, 2, 3 people have been apprehended. No, 4 people. Yeah, 4 people have been apprehended. Roughly 3 of them being covered. Well, someone else has been apprehended, but I can't see who's by Kitty Pryde. Wolverine's only picture is not apprehended or slain. He's just like out in the open, like, I'm still wanted. I'm wild man. I'm still out there. But everybody else has been caught or killed. That's how you get caught, killed, caught, killed, caught, killed. And it's just an awesome cover. It's the kind of cover that makes people just go, what's going on here? I gotta see more of that. And I think more people need to understand that kind of cover ability. So if you get a second, go through my Pinterest covers, check them out. They will give you inspiration that you can't believe. I mean, we use one. Okay, let me give you an example. Scion number 15. It's SCION from CrossGen. They had a cover of basically this monkey man. Actually, the cover is by Jimmy Chung. I'm mispronouncing his name. It's CHEUNG. He's done a lot of work for Marvel for a long time. Got a long time. He started with Maverick. I think it was his first book. Then he did some Marvel books. Then he got into CrossGen, and then he's been pretty a steady name for years. It's a really simple picture. It's this big monkey man who's jumping at Ashley and the main character, but the main character's kind of down. You can't really see him as well. But Ashley's there, and I said when I was doing Chronicles of the Gatekeepers, I wanted to cover like that. I wanted to be like somebody leaping out, someone defending, boom. So I used that cover and told my artist, this is what I want. So my artist saw the positioning, said, great, took it. Yeah, Brian Simmons did this one. Redesigned with our characters at a different angle, but definitely inspired from this. And it's a great cover because, dude, it's a great cover. So, and I knew to describe it out, I think that's another thing people do. They have an idea of what the picture should be in their head, and they try to describe it out, and when they get the artist to do it, and usually what happens is that people don't describe it as well as they think they do. The artists are nice enough to do the work several times over, but even gets to them to a point where they're like, "Ugh, God, I'm gonna punch you in the face. You don't know what you're doing. You're driving me crazy." So, as designers will talk behind your back because we're scandalous. That's how we are. I mean, dude, my good lord, I have coworkers of mine who try to explain how this stuff to be done graphically, and I hear them speak, and my head just turns off because I'm like, oh, please shut up, you're gonna make something horrible. Oh yeah, this looks great. It's like, no, it doesn't. It looks like someone who didn't know art school put this together. So once again, let professionals do what they do best. You're good at this. Be the thing you're good at. Don't try to art direct someone when you don't know anything art direction or anything like that. It's just, oh my God, it's just crazy. What's important is that you guys understand that the stuff that I'm showing you is important, that you need to check this stuff out. You need to get copies of this, and you need to have this kind of stuff because there's awesome stuff out there art-wise. And you want to do better art because the better your art is, the more people will appreciate it. The more people appreciate it, the more people become fans. The more people become fans, the more money you make. The more money you make, the sooner you can quit your job and do this stuff full time because that's really, let's not kid anybody, that's everybody's goal. So yeah, so don't forget, stop trying to be an art director. Go to comics. That's a great way to start. You can go to other RPGs. I say, like I told you, why I pick comics, but you don't have to listen to me. You can keep doing what you're doing and have yourself look at your artwork and people go, wow, that's really good. You want people to say, oh my God, that's awesome. You want them to actually say the word like, oh, like that. Like it's making a noise. That's how you want it to be. You want people to go, you go, yeah, that was badass. I know it was badass. I know. And I don't mean the ego badass. Look how fabulous it is. Because I've seen so many covers of stuff. I mean, or covers where people are just standing around. It's like, da-da, I'm standing around, dude. Have some action in your covers. Do something. Have them do. Look at comic book covers. There's usually some action going on of some type of something to make it look exciting, to make you go, "Ooh, what's that?" Let me just thoughts. I'm just here to try to help you out. All right, I gotta get out of here because I think Lucas is screaming about something else. I don't know what, and I'm gonna put this video up. So remember, stop trying to be an art director because you suck and your artwork sucks. Talk to y'all later.